Hi, my name is Jody McDowell. I'm a psychic, energy worker, and witch in no particular order. So today I'm going to do a book review of the 3 books I picked up at Lucky Mojo in Forestville, California a few weeks ago. So they are The Fortune Teller's Guide to Success by Valentina Burton, which is right here. The second one is Throwing the Bones, How to Foretell the Future with Bones, Shells, and Nuts by Catherine Ironwood. And the third is Secrets of the Crystal Silence League by Claude Alexander Cullen, The Man Who Knows. So I'm going to start with Secrets of the Crystal Silence League. I found this book to be quite interesting. It's about crystal gazing, holding crystal balls, large, small, whatever, and staring into them. It's almost like it's a form of meditation. And there's actually a group of people who do this together. It was very popular in the early 1900s, the 1920s or so, when this book was written. They've condensed 2 books into one, and it is shadow written by Catherine Ironwood, who helped to combine it. And I'm going to say that I liked the book. I will also say that as someone who's been a practitioner for a long time, it is very, and also modern day. It's antiquated. I will say that the material is antiquated. That in the time frame it was originally written, Eastern philosophy, meditation, clearing your mind, manifestation, those were all brand new concepts. And so he was a man before his time. And the idea of joining forces to be more powerful, also a more modern philosophy, especially for that time. And given that it's not prayer-based, it's not Christian-based, it's 100% mental telepathy and a whole lot of manifestation. I enjoyed the book. There's a lot of good information in here. If you are a brand new person getting involved in meditation and manifestation, from a history perspective, I found it to be really interesting and very good. So I give this a thumbs up. I actually give all 3 books a thumbs up. I'm going to talk about my favorite one last. Okay, Throwing the Bones. What I'm going to say about this book is it is phenomenal. It is packed with information, and this is a study book. If you actually want to learn the history of throwing bones and different ways across multiple cultures, buy a copy of this book. It is way more information than I thought it was going to be, way more in depth, and frankly, over my head in a lot of areas. Again, it's coming from a perspective. This particular shop is based in hoodoo and voodoo. And this is not an introductory book, in my opinion. As someone who knows absolutely nothing, I'm going to say that reading this book, I felt like I was thrown into a master's class versus I know nothing, and I want to at least gain a basic understanding. Did I learn? Yes, I did. Is the writing easy to comprehend? Absolutely. But I'm going to show you a couple of pages and give you an idea of what I'm talking about here. I mean, it goes into how to read the... Okay, so here we go. So this is... I don't know what this is about. So these are like reading dice. So this is like complex, like how you actually figure out what's what and do readings. At some point, I will go back and really read this book, study, for a Saturday afternoon or several, sitting in my front yard enjoying myself, it was too complex of a read. But a fantastic addition to my library and a fantastic reference book, just way beyond my level. If you're already into Throwing Bones, know a little bit, you will love this book. You will be beside yourself. Okay, this book here, The Fortune Teller's Guide to Success. Let me tell you. Oh, excuse me, I'm thirsty. Valentina Burton wrote this book, and she started out saying that when she was starting out doing fortune telling and tarot reading and that sort of thing professionally, she wished there was a book that laid out how to do that. And it turns out that this book is that book. Won't necessarily tell you how to make a successful YouTube channel, although information's there for all kinds of topics related to successful running of a business where you are doing any sort of divination. And she talks about overcoming the reluctance of clients to have a reading, not believing, the fear of hearing things that are very private. And she talks about how to set up your parlor, your office, whatever you choose to call it. She goes into the history of why it's called a parlor and how to set up your tables when you're reading in public. It's a lot of how to do things publicly so that you succeed. How to do parties where you're the entertainment at a party. How to set up where you're doing readings in, say, a hotel lobby, and how to be successful at that. How to create your persona so that you stand out as being special and not just another person sitting there. The concept of creating complex, really fun costumes, and having someone there to not just protect you, but also keep track of who's next, collecting money, give you signals when you're saying you're giving information that is going to be problematic because someone's hearing, or just isn't going over well and you're kind of oblivious. I read this book in a couple of hours. I sat there and just devoured it. If you have any interest at all in reading for people for money, I highly, highly suggest that you get a copy of this book. I would say at this point in time, this is my favorite of all of my witchcraft, how to magical books. And I've got quite the collection. I hope that you take a peek at all three of these books. They're very interesting, and it's a diverse collection, so that you know there will be more book reviews coming from Lucky Mojo. I won a random drawing a couple of weeks ago where I'll be getting 4 or 5 books, and as I read them I will do another review. And no, I'm not just saying they're fantastic because it's a local store. I'm not getting any kind of props from them, nothing. I'm not sponsored. This is just, they happen to be a local store. I popped in and the books I got were good. Okay, I hope you have a fantastic Friday. Happy reading, and I will see you on Monday. Again, please like, comment, share, get me in the algorithm. Tell your friends I'm here. And if you have any content that you want to see, please drop me a note. I am more than happy. I am kind of an open book. Okay. Have yourself a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.